Can you hear me back there? Can you? So tune up a little. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Too much echo? Go back a little. All right. I'm going to tune myself so everybody can hear me. I don't like using microphone. I think I hit the big. All right. Let's get started. First of all, did everybody got the morning tonic? No? Yes. Good. He got it. That's for sure. So that's how I start my morning. So I used to drink a lot tonic. Since government changed the law, 1 glass at a time, so I just drink my glass. So just 1 glass of tequila every morning. So, but this we have to start with this thing. It's very, very important. If some people like her didn't have tonic yet, they've been in trouble because they're stuck with me for next couple hours. My wife can't handle me for 10 minutes and 2 hours for you guys. God bless you. All right, let's get started. We have a little bit of over full class today. A few people we have are here without the reservation. I love you too. So, and but that's okay. It's all good. We're all friends and family here. So let's get started. We have lots to do today. And what we'll be doing, I'll just give you a quick brief. I just gave you about 4 recipes, so that's not it. What we'll be doing today, we'll be talking about food in general. We'll be talking about cuisine, and what is a cuisine, what is the food, how it changes, what it is, how to follow a recipe, how to write a recipe, and of course, what is Indian cuisine by itself. And I promise you, by end of this class, this won't be only 4. If you take notes and listen me carefully and ask me as many questions you can ask. There's no question is a wrong question or everything. I'll try to explain you from the top to bottom, whatever I know. If I don't, I'll get back. And end of the class, which I was after I tell you all the variation what to do. These are not only 4 recipes you're taking, you'll be taking 4,000 something. I promise you. I'll tell you as I go along. And I'm not giving you 4 fishes, but they usually say I'm going to tell you how to fish today. Okay? All right. Well, let's get started. First of all, my introduction. My name is Jesse. As everybody knows, Jesse Bakshi is my name. And I'm a chef owner for the Glory of India. And a little bit about my training and my education, what I've been doing in the past. One second. I usually ask one question. Yeah. How many people are first timer here today? Oh my God, everybody. How many people has been to Glory of India before? Welcome back. And all the first timer, I promise you, it won't be the last. We'll see you again. Okay, I get going. So about the training I was telling you, surprise, surprise, I was doing mechanical engineering. Can you believe that? How many engineers in the house today? 1, 2, 3, only 4? That's it? This is Calgary, guys. Usually have a lot more. Okay, welcome, guys. So nothing against you. I hated it. I personally hated it. The reason, I like cooking. I like eating. You can tell. So right from the beginning, it was my hobby, which turned into my profession. My first degree was in a hotel management, specializing in food production, and moved on from that one. My second degree was in a business. Then I had a few advanced trainings from US, my school called CIA, Culinary Institute of America. I won't say it's one of the best, it's the best chef school in the world. So, I did contemporary French as in my advanced training, Italian and nutritional. So that was my advanced trainings from CIA. And my career-wise, back in India when I started my career, I used to work for the Oberoi Hotels. I don't know, Oberoi Hotels is a household name in this part of the world, but in Asia, Africa, Europe, it's very, very common name. They're very, very high-end hotels, very high-end hotels. They own about 300 plus hotels around the world. The lowest brand of the hotels is a 5-star. Can you imagine? 5-star is the lowest brand, and luxury is extreme. And 5-star is the top of the line. There's no such thing, 10, 15, or 20 stars. No, there's no such thing. 5-star, then it's 5-star deluxe, super deluxe, and boutique, and all those kind of names keep adding up. No such thing as 6 or 7-star. Anyway, so talking about a quick thing, I want to keep checking if you guys are awake yet. I know it's a little early morning. You know how many 5-star hotels we have in Calgary? One. Somebody? Come on, sit. Can I have another round of beers, please?
10. Maybe
2. 10. 6. None. Good. None, of course. There's no 5-star hotel in Calgary. We don't come here for luxury, guys. We come here to work, right? It's a working town. These are business hotels. There's only one 5-star hotel in whole Alberta. That's Banff Springs. Only one in whole province. Okay, going back. So I was working with a Oberoi Hotel. I was the executive chef, and then I moved on with the Hyatt Regency Hotels. Everybody knows we have one in town. So I used to work for Hyatt International in Chicago. I was an international trainer chef. My job was to, anyways, Hyatt is opening a brand new hotel around the world. So I just go in that country, take my team with me, and set up their brand new restaurants and train their local chefs and move on. In order to do that, I lived in 9 different countries: Australia, Fiji, New Zealand, England, Hong Kong, US, Canada, India, of course, and opened 11 Hyatt Regency hotels around the world.
How old are you?
How old I am? Guess.
25.
Thank you. No, actually 29.
29.
Thank you. So, all right, you'll find out. You'll find out as we go along. But I don't shame on telling my age, and I just love it. I'm proud of it. I turned 50 last October.
Wow.
So that was my half a century last year in October. Yeah. So anyway, so that was my thing, and a little bit about when I was in the US after leaving Hyatt Regency, and it was I used to work for one real estate company. Real estate company. What is a real estate company and a chef? That's not bad, is it? But that was a big, deep pocket. What they used to do, they used to flip hotels. They just go out there to buy any dead hotels, and we go and set it up, refurbish it, run it, show profit, and they go out and sell it. So when I'm not doing anything like this, I was in charge of 4 different hotels in Rochester, Minnesota. I don't know if anybody knows. Nobody knows Rochester, Minnesota. So you know Rochester, very yeah. So you know Keller Hotels. Yes, I used to work with them for 4 years. 7 years probably. So I was in charge for the 4 hotels, right? And their names have been changed now. The Keller Plaza. Now it's something else there. No, Radisson is there. But anyway, cutting it short. So I was in charge for the 4 hotels. I was in charge for 11 restaurants and 16 banquet halls. Back in early 90s, my food budget was $33 million. So you can imagine the volume, how you can go and talking about the volume. I was part of Atlanta Olympics too. Anybody has been to Summer Olympics? Anybody? No?
London.
Where?
London.
Oh, recently. Oh, very good. So you know how many people are there at one time? You're talking about hundreds of thousands. Lots of people. So I was number 2, I wouldn't say in charge, number 2 in charge for taking care of all the food in Atlanta. We used to prepare about approximately plus minus 200,000 meals a day. So you can imagine the planning, you can imagine what goes in there. The meals, if you're serving lunch now, means you're serving now. You cannot serve lunch at 7 in the evening. This won't be a lunch, that will be dinner. So another quick, Keller, she knows, Keller Hotel is a 1-block hotel. It has a 4th Street all around, right across from your clinic. So one of the banquet hall we had there, we can have a 5,500 sit-down meal at a time. But in order to serve 5,500 people at a time, you know how long it takes to go serving a 1 course? How long? Maximum 20 minutes, exactly. Maximum 20 minutes. I was in my son's graduation last week in BMO. For 3-course meal, it took them 3.5 hours. I have no idea what these guys were doing back there. But anyway, nothing against them. But so anyway, cutting it very, very short. So this was a little bit of my career-wise. And any questions so far?
Why are you here? Calgary, yeah.
Why are you in Calgary?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? This is very, very common question people ask me after traveling half of the world. Why Calgary? You know why Calgary? Because of you people, you, and you. You're the best people I ever met in my life. All over the world, you guys are the best. I'm here just because of you. Just give yourself a hand, please. I'm not making it up. I'm telling you the truth from bottom of my heart. This question comes to me very often. Even last night, one of my friends was here having dinner. Why Calgary? So, it's true. It's true. I tell my kids, you are very fortunate to be in Calgary. Very fortunate to be in Calgary. Calgary is the best city around the world, according to me. As much a word I have seen, Calgary is the best. Can't say enough. Good enough? She still don't believe me, but that's okay. That's just me. Okay, anyway. So this is a little bit of introduction. So I'm just going in my second gear right now. As we go along, probably I'm going to go a third or fourth because I have lots to give away today. Let's quickly jump into food right now. Let's talk. Any quick question about myself or anything? No, okay. So let's talk about the food and cuisine and recipes and all those kind of things, what those are. First of all, what is the food? What is food? What kind of question is it? Whatever we eat is food. Okay? What do we eat? You know what we eat? We never think about it, what we eat. We always eat all the things which is available around us. Right? And that becomes our style of eating. That becomes our food. Let's see, sake of example, if you're living somewhere in coastal areas or whatever, we start eating coconut a lot. If you're living in this area, we start eating a beef a lot because that's what we have a lot here. So that's why we eat beef. That's our common food. Our corn and those kind of things. We don't, if you're living in Calgary, if you're a typical Calgarian, we don't eat coconut that much. That's not part of our diet. Okay, if somebody's living farther away, so my end result is your food habits or whatever you food is whatever you eat, whatever's available around you locally. Okay? Now, and what is the cuisine? What our eating habits we have, they start becoming our food, our family food, our neighborhood food, or our city food. That's what becomes a cuisine. Now we can give a name to this cuisine as a local city cuisine, like a provincial cuisine or regional cuisine, and then becomes a national cuisine. I'm going to explain that in a few seconds. And all those cuisines, I told you, got influenced with other local ingredients, people, their heritage, their religion, their belonging, and where they're from. Every single thing plays their own role to your own cuisine. How? I'm going to explain you that too in 1 second. Can you answer me, what is the most authentic Chinese dish? Most authentic Chinese dish in Calgary? Ginger beef. Do not ask for this ginger beef to go to China, because those people don't know what is ginger beef. We are the one who created it right here in Calgary. This is our cuisine. We give a because we cooked a little Chinese style, we just give a Chinese dish to it. But this is Calgarian dish. This belongs right here. Okay? It might go further down to Vancouver or Toronto or somewhere else, but it hasn't moved to China or Europe or anywhere yet. Maybe some other day. Maybe in a few years later, you might have a ginger beef in somewhere in London or maybe Australia, or maybe have it too. Just like another dish, another drink we have created right here in Calgary. You know which one?
Caesar.
Caesar. Just 1 block from here. These people claim it, they did it, but no. 1 block from here in the Westin Hotel, back in days, there was, you know what is the name of Westin Hotel? Any Calgarian? Real Calgarian, come on. What was the name? What was the name of the Westin Hotel? Calgary Inn. So I'm not going to wait very long. So it was Calgary Inn. There was a restaurant in there. So one of the bartender there created one cocktail, became Caesar. If you ask me Caesar in Europe, they'll give you salad. But in Calgary, we have a drink. So this is our own, authentic. So that's how things move on, becomes a national and everywhere else. Okay. Now I'm not going to spend too much time on this very, very basics. I'm going to quickly jump in the Indian cuisine. Okay? When we talk about Indian cuisine, we have very, very big, huge cuisine in India. When you're talking about Indian cuisine. Okay? As I told you, that influence with the people, and it changes from place to place, and the local ingredients, their heritage, their culture, their belongings, their religion, every single thing plays a role in it. Okay? Sake of example, I'm going to cutting it off right there. So sake of an example, you know how much the cuisine changes in India? I told you based on a language plays a role in there too. You know how many official languages we have in India? A quick one. 14. Anybody in the back?
200.
200. Actually, you both are not too off. We have 23 official languages and 1,600 dialects. So, every 16 kilometers, your dialect changes. If you go any further, your whole language changes. So, if you're moving from north to south to east to west, or wherever, if you're moving more than 20 kilometers, your language changes. If you're changing the province-wise, you are completely changed. Your language is different, your look is different, your dress different, you eat different, sometimes your religion is different. It's very, very different. And you're talking about food, it's completely different. Okay, how? I'm just going to go back where I left it off. Well, we're going to talk about mostly in North Indian cuisine today. I'm trying to narrow down from a bigger Indian cuisine to just bringing it down, making it smaller so that I can explain you at least one region, one food completely instead of touching everything. I started with the international, we went to India, now India is focusing only on the North Indian cuisine. The reason I'm doing it, because that's what the food we do it right here. So that's what I'm going to explain you more. The rest we'll do it some other day. Okay, who are the people who are living in North India?
Punjabis.
What's that?
Punjabis.
Yes, that's one of the province.
Yeah.
That's one of the province or state you can call it. No, I'm going to take it even back. I'm going to take it back. I'm from North India, and who am I? Where I come from? I have no clue. Isn't that surprising? Where my ancestors come from? I have no clue. You know why? Because we have written history of India for 3,000 years. Probably my ancestors came and settled in India or northern part of India more than 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. Where they come from? I have no clue because there's no evidence. Only thing we know, they came somewhere from the north, maybe Afghanistan, Turkey, Russia, or I have no clue. They have lots of speculation where they come from, different regions, and there are a whole bunch of people, and they're mixed together and living together in one place. Okay? In history, we have a name for us. They still don't consider us just real Indians. Like in Canada, we have Canadians and natives. Okay? Same thing in India too. But a Canadian, basically all immigrants. And whatever the real settlers of Canada was, all natives, which everybody believes in it. So same in India too. They call us Aryans. Aryans, the people who came from somewhere else. Okay? The people who are real settlers of India, they call it Dravids. Mostly Dravids are settled in southern part of India now. And how many? Only 28% Dravids and 72% Aryans live in India now, right now. Okay? Why I'm telling you this? The reason I'm telling you, wherever they come from, we are focusing on food today. Wherever I just go, I'm just going to bring you back to the food. They brought their own cuisine with them. They brought their own culture and food with them. Major example of that one is clay oven. Once in a while, I got a phone call. People ask me, "Do you have a clay oven or a tandoor? You call it?" Yes, we do. Oh, so you're authentic Indian. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. When you talk about authentic Indian, it's fine. But I would say authentic North Indian. Because tandoor is a part of only North Indian cuisine. We'll talk about tandoor a little bit more as we go along. Okay, where that come from? Because these people brought it along. Right now with tandoor or clay oven we have is a changed version of, which is getting used in Middle East or northern part of the rest of the world. It gets used in a lot of different places, but it's a changed version, what we use in India right now. Okay, so this was one of the things. And of course, ingredients, a lot of ingredients, they brought it along and things like that. And spices, of course. And what is the spices? What is the major thing